episode 3. Interesting videos. We're going to wrap it up in this one. We've gone down all avenues, haven't we, with this? I hope we've brought some healing in for everyone watching, whether you're in the US or not. What is your message to the America, or anyone watching wherever you are? Because he's actually saying this isn't just about America, this is about, that's the thing, we're very different in countries, but our problems are very similar. And needs, he's saying it's your needs. We need peace, we need joy, we need food, we need light, we need warmth, all our needs are the same, but our countries are very different, but the needs are the same. I actually said to him, would you like to use my voice as a message? And he's saying, we need silence, silence, silence. Too much noise. Just silence. Close your mouth and open your heart. Close the toxic crown and open the liberated crown, the crown chakra. Have faith. Help each other. He's showing me a future president, a president of colour that's coming. Not one we've had. This is someone coming in the future. He said the presidents that are coming are going to be so different to what we've had. Even different to him. And I'm seeing the future presidents that are coming in and the older presidents that are here. And they're all like in awe of each other. In fact, the new presidents are in awe of the older presidents, and the older presidents are in awe of the new presidents that are coming in. There's a female president. It's not Kamala Harris, it's somebody else. I've mentioned her before, this one. Did I mention, I said she came in on the Bridget card, the Bridget energy. Have hope. He's saying learn from my death. And learn from what happens when we go into anger and separation. Yes. If only you could all see, despite your political party, despite who supports who, but he was talking about the left and the right wing, you are all the same. Children of Christ, children of the light, children of the dark even. You have it all within you. There is no political party. That's just a myth you've been fed. But there's a new story that's waiting to come in. If only, dear Americans, could work together and work in harmony with each other, you could flip the country, you could flip humanity within America, you could flip the consciousness, you could flip the narrative. You can flip the future. So many of you don't even realise you're sat. He's saying about America as such, it's ancient. Native Americans, obviously. But it goes back. You're sat, like he said, you're sat on ancient land that is littered with codes and portals and energy, and you're not tapping into it. You need to start tapping into it. Start connecting back into the earth. He's now showing me Native American elders coming forward. There is a Native American Prime Minister coming in, President. He said, tell them as well it's not going to be President. It's going to be a different name for them. There's going to be a different name for them. Leaders. Inspirers, not tellers. These are going to be people that inspire people, not tell people, if that makes sense. Sit in your consciousness and decide what you truly want. Put down your knives, put down your guns, put down your battles. Put down your bloodthirst. Take up your light. Take up your power. Take up your love. Take up your joy. Take up your hope. Take up your compassion. Take up your self-respect. Draw a line under whatever it is that needs to be drawn a line under. Don't fall for the tomfoolery, he's saying. Don't fall for all the tomfoolery. Believe in this person, believe in that person. He says both wings lead to a dead end. Both wings lead to a dead end. But the new bird that's coming in, and it's also like a unicorn as well. Because he's saying why it's like that is because it's changing. The bird we've got now is a bird, it's poisonous. It's nothing against birds, by the way. But it's stuck. There's no, both wings are dead. But this thing that's want to come in, this can be a rainbow, it can look like a unicorn, it can look like an ascended master, it can look like a planet, because it's gonna bring in difference and change. Not just you do that, or you do that, or it's that, or it's that. This thing that wants to come in, I don't want to call it a thing, this new energy, frequency that wants to come in is going to bring something in for everyone. Was he shot in his throat? I don't even know that. Was he shot at the back of his throat? Or was that John Lennon? Back of my throat. What's the name? Palate. Back of the throat, back of the top of the palate. You're scared of peace because you're scared of the people that tried to bring peace that were silenced. Controversial. We're scared of peace because look what happens. I'm seeing Martin Luther King now. Look what happens. I'm scared of doing that. So you shut off peace. Give peace a chance. Put aside the old stories and take up the new stories. There's new books, not just physical, I'm talking about physical books. Probably is physical books coming in. But these are new stories, these are new beginnings. He's showing me America in New Earth and it actually physically separates itself. I tell you what I'm seeing. I'm not good at geography, so please forgive me. I'm seeing the top half of America, so like Canada and stuff, and North America, it breaks off, but I'm seeing it breaks off into 3 separate countries. 3 separate, it breaks off, it fragments. But this isn't like bag fragmentation. This is, he's saying it needs to be, it's too big. He's saying it's too big. Too much power. It's too much power for one individual. And that's what warps it. So it's going to break off energetically, not just energetically, but physically as well. I've said the same for the UK. And when I see it for the UK, it's back to the old times. You know, like Mercia, Wessex and all that kind of thing, Northumbria. And it was like, what was it? Mercia, you're all shouting at me now. Here we go. You know, when the UK was all like Mercia and East Anglia and all that, it was all separate. And it was like Alfred the Great, they wanted to make it England. Well, England's going to go about the same way. It's all goes separate. Not parting, physical part, but energetic, but different countries. Never again will we have one person in charge of one country, he's trying to say. It's all very complex as the geography of it, of the actual countries divided in geography, as in sea coming in, water coming in, sometimes fire coming in, but it's going to be a new earth. He says when you look at the globe, you know, the map, it's going to be different in 100 years time. And he says actually it's starting now. He says there's people that are aware that there's fragments of countries that are breaking off, something with the plates. I'm not into geography, and things moving in and shifting. I don't think that's out in the narrative at the minute. Yeah, wow. Palette again, I'm going to have to Google this. Oh, it's like, I've not had this for you. Honestly, it's like, oh, back of his palette. was something with his palette. It's there. Anyway, let's have a cup of tea. What time are we on? Did you enjoy this video? Are you still with me? It's going to be another trigger video, I know it is. Parting message for Abraham Lincoln and thanking him for stepping forward. He's actually saying there's a couple more presidents want to speak as well. Not today, obviously. Who else? Carter. President Carter. There is a President Carter, isn't there? You see, he said, there you go again. You've just said it wasn't one of the baddies. Oh, President Carter. Oh, how long have we got? Let's Google him. President Carter. See, again, you can't make this up because he's just not on my radar. Yeah, there is one. 39. Yeah, don't know anything about him. Oh, was he in power when? He was in power when Lennon passed, wasn't he? See what I mean? He wants to come through at some point. President Jimmy Carter. Oh. Oh. Right, yes. So, Jimmy Carter at some point. See how it all fits in together? You can't make it up. I'm sat here drinking out of me John and a mum's, but it just overlaps. You can't. I actually couldn't physically sit down and put all this together and make it up because Carter's just not on my radar. He's just not on my radar at all. So, parting message. Archangel rock you well. Probably said that wrong. Enter higher planetary service. Be a blazing light. So that's his parting message. Lady Gaia. We've just been talking about the earth. Your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcome on earth. Your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcome on earth. Lovely. So, he's actually showing my guides out because I was going to send him back over and I'm closed down, and it's actually the portal's opened up over the White House. And it's like a rainbow gate that he's going to walk through. And again, when we open these portals up, there's always other beings that go through, other energies, other spirits that have maybe been trapped there. So we're doing a bit of clearing as well. And he has gone. I enjoyed that. Did you enjoy that? Really enjoyed that. So the next channeling, let me know in the comments what you felt. If you've got to this point, could you do me a favour? Could you put me an emoji of the US flag and a love heart, a colour of your choice? And I want to light up the comments with different coloured hearts as well. So US flags with different coloured hearts, because colour, chakra systems, colour helps to lift the energies. The next person I'm going to channel is going to be Jane Seymour. She was third wife of Henry VIII. She came in, what was it, not last night, the night before. And I'll tell you how she came in so you can get excited for it. To build it up. You wind up merchant, Claire. So, I was falling asleep and all of a sudden I was with Henry VIII. But I was in like this vortex. I've got a card that's in a deck that I will hopefully remember to bring out and show you so you get the picture. So it's two people in a vortex together, and I was in the vortex with Henry VIII. And I heard, Claire, come back. Claire, come, in a voice I don't recognise. It's not even like my voice. As I'm hearing come back, I'm seeing this female with this like golden jewelled Tudor headdress on, and she's got blonde hair. And at first I thought, this is Anne. She stepped in, she's seen me going in this funny dream and she stepped in. And I woke up, I thought, no, and I did wake, and I actually woke up, there's somebody shouting, not shouting, calling my name. So I actually expected to see her stood at the side of the bed. And she wasn't, and I was like a bit spooked. And I was like, oh. And I thought, that didn't feel like Anne. Anne doesn't have blonde hair. And I thought Jane Seymour, I thought it just didn't feel, I was tired and I drifted off again. And it was the next day that I thought, yes, that's Jane Seymour. I don't know what had happened, but something happened. I was said, I thought, that's Jane Seymour and she wants to be channeled. So I went onto Google and I Googled the numerology for Chelsea Davy and Jane Seymour. And it's, honestly, I don't know it because it's all in another notebook I've got. So I'm not staying on camera in case I get it wrong. But the dates of, I think it's either Chelsea's birth or Chelsea's birth. Obviously it's Chelsea's birth. Chelsea's birth is like 2 days or a few days out of Jane Seymour's death. Jane Seymour died in 1537. Chelsea Davy's 37. And I was literally sat here going, whoa, I've always known. I've always known that, big head. I've always assumed, felt intuitively that Chelsea Davy was Jane Seymour. And her energy is so different to what Anne's going to be bringing in. It's going to be about divine feminine. It's going to be about when you've had an experience in a past life, how you can then go on to keep repeating that experience, or you wake up to it and you move on. It's probably going to be a belter. I feel in my bones it's going to be a belter with Jane Seymour. So Jane Seymour's coming next week. And what's this one? John Bennett Ramsey. This name was given to me yesterday via a reading with a client in America. I think I've said, apologies if I've not. John Bennett Ramsey is going to come off the Jane Seymour. I know nothing of that. It's just, I was given that name yesterday to channel, and I Googled her, and I Googled, she's obviously a little girl, and I thought, yes, we're going to go for that. So Jane Seymour, then we're going to go to John Bennett Ramsey. Apologies if I've not said it wrong because it's my writing. Yes. How are you all doing? Let me know in the comments. So next week, Jane Seymour, and we're going to be doing a video on ascension symptoms and what our body's going through at the minute. And we've got the Q&A to look forward to, waiting for some more questions to come in. Yes, if you'd like to book a session with me, my website is below. The next group healing is on the 7th, 8th and 9th of February, and it's Healing Heartbreak. So recovering after heartbreak, which I think we all need. And it's not just relationship heartbreak, it's heartbreak, loss of a parent, loss of bereavement, loss of a job, loss of a lifestyle, loss of health, loss of a baby. Any type of heartbreak that you need, we're going to be doing that. All group healings are distance channeled. There's no Zoom classes, there's no courses, there's no what time are you doing it. You pay your money, you get your email from me, confirmation email, and then you go about your day as normal. There's no classes, there's no nothing, it's only £22. There's more details beneath this video in the comment section and in the description box, where there's a video to watch. If you want to take part, my link's on the website. You go to my website, Services Group Healing. Have a look at my website. I do readings, land clearance, house clearance, shamanic healing, Reiki healing, all distance on different readings. Currently, to anyone coming in new now, March is closed, we're looking into April, which is a good sign. It's a good sign. So thanks for watching. Love to all. Take care. Share the video if you want. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more of my channelings, I've got a playlist on with all my channelings on. I'm going to go for my lunch now. I've got homemade carrot and coriander soup for lunch. Just thought I'd share that with you. What are you having for lunch? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I have homemade soups and crackers for lunch. Trying to watch my intake at the minute. So I have porridge for breakfast, do the winter, with a banana and some syrup, and homemade soups at lunchtime with crackers. Yes. Thanks for watching. Love to all. See you later. Bye.